Hey you, and welcome back to the second video in the series Quillbriar All the Things. So last time out we were looking at this area through here in the in Leckley, my country, which is the kind of southern bit of this entire map. And now we're going to head east from here and see what is going on. Hmm, actually, you know what? I think we're going to go to the center part, and I'll call this the old world. And this is very much what it feels like because it was an area that started during our very, very first evening in here. Now, Leckley continues right up to this part, and there is a city. You don't see it yet, but there's a city built into some mountains that is in the process here. This little bit and bob right here, anybody remember that from way back when? That was the night we opened the server. We had 8 people join us, and we had a little teeny tiny contest, which super awesome dude, or I can't remember what his name, Jamie, but he just blew it out of the water and won it right away. So that was kind of cool. But that was our first starting area, and Leckley was from there south. There is more off to the west that I will show you later. And you've seen the eastern part of what I've built. But what happened that night is I had created, like spots way out and dropped off supply things and left trails out to it and told everybody, start there, grab your gear, and then go farther away. And for the most part, nobody did. I think they were very excited about building. So we ended up with this sort of clump of countries right in the middle. And because of that, some people have started colonies in other places, and they've moved on to bigger spots or other spots. And I kind of think of this as the old world now because we have new people join. They've moved out further, and this is sort of like Europe where things are closer together. And over in North America, especially in Canada, it's like 4 hours to the next town, or well, not town, but city of any size. There's a lot of space between things. But the new world is different, or the old world is different, and I kind of think of this as our old world section, and I will show you why. Starting from this area right here, I'm going to save the western part of the old world to go with the western recordings over there because I think it'll tie in really well. And right now I'm just going to highlight this section over here. Now, from this castle area, there is a road and train that goes north, and you see 3 kind of built up areas here. Now, this is Hague Yorkie's, this is Ravenstone, this is Arkeis's Gold Garden, this is Zen Trigger's, I can't remember. I hate to say that he hasn't had a name. Actually, did I write it down? I may have written it down. Give me 1 second. Please, did I write it down? Well, I don't know what he's calling it. I'm calling it Sakura Vale, I think. Yeah. I don't know what he's calling it. He's played around with some names. Sakura has been one of them, and I think Sakura means, and I'm probably not saying it right, but it means cherry blossom. And as you can see, the cherry blossoms are blooming there, so he has a good reason for calling it that. I don't know if he's settled on anything else, but today it's just Sakura. So we have Ravenstone, Gold Garden, and Sakura here in this central part of Quillbriar. Now, over here, let's get in close. This is Arkeis's main area. Now, he also has an island that he's building on, and he is starting a second colony way up north, and we'll get to that in a little while. What's this? Geez, painting. Quillbriar problems. Wonders why she separated the names. Quillbriar problems? What are we having? Is things wrong on Quillbriar? No, I don't know. Fail? I don't know. Whatever. So, can't be having too many problems. I'm looking at it. It's live right now. So this is a big temple that he has made. It is filled with gods. There's a huge garden in the back that has other sort of outdoor type gods. He is creating an entire lore for our world. And there's going to be some conflict soon because, as you will see in another recording or two, there is another god that has come into the picture of late, and I'm not sure how that's going to work out. There has been some historical conflicts with such different sort of belief systems. So I don't know. Might make things some interesting. We may end up with some wars here. You never know. You just never know. It could happen. So we have a temple here. He's got an entire stone village over here. And if you wander through, and I got to tell you guys, the scale here on this map never really does anything justice. You get lost in here. People go over to visit him and get lost all the time. There are roads through and paths through and gardens everywhere. Arquise has become our gardener guy. Like, he's the guy. It's like, you know, the cable channel gardener that everybody wants to buy the book and is talking about all the time. He's the Dr. Oz of gardening on our server. So this place is filled with gardens. There's always another one. There's always something else. He's got the mazes here in the center. We're getting close enough to tell that. There are secret passages all the way through here. I mean, these towers are massive. They're whole buildings inside of them. You've got something here, you know, these other towers. This is an entire village here. I have a place to live. See that little tiny balcony? Hard to see here in the map, but it's my place. Oh yeah. Yep, I have a little tiny apartment at the top there, and there's an inn here as well if I feel that, you know, I need more space or something. But I love this. This is one of the first places, maybe the first place that was given to me as a place to stay when I was visiting, and it's small and it's quiet and it's cozy. But when I'm on that balcony, there's like trees all the way around me, and I love it. It makes me so happy. And then there's all these gardens to wander through, and yeah, it's just a fabulous place. And now I've got this massive temple that is drop dead gorgeous, and if you haven't seen that recording, go look for it. It's nice, okay? It's really, really pretty. So this is the main section of Gold Garden. And again, let me say, as I did in the last time, about 96% of everything you will see today has been done in survival mode. So yeah, you betcha. Really good. And then right over here, not too far away, now these guys end up building so close together, they have roads connecting, and they actually have an inn that sits in right here that they share, and it's called Inn of Two Crowns or something like that, because you've got the two kingdoms side by side, and if people are wandering through the area, they have a place to stay. And it's kind of looked after, this in-between area is kind of looked after by both guys. Now, Haig Yorkie is making this new wall. I haven't been there in person to see this yet. He's been doing a lot of building lately because he started a new channel called Haig Yorkie Chilled, where he's not screaming at football things. And you guys now get to see the chilled Haig Yorkie that we know and love so well. So he's building a bit more. He's got a lot of projects going on. And he's putting in a road, of course, that's going east toward Whitehall. And this road, you know, part of it is underground and stuff like that. There's another road that comes up from here. These are all connecting. You can see the road through here. Some of it is under the mountain in this area. But these two are connecting up, and they will continue on to Whitehall. You can see it's all been cleared out here. There's torches all along the way. And then Whitehall sits over here. And you've seen the recordings for that. But so this is Ravenstone and Haig Yorkies, and he's doing a weekly series on building this. So you can go over to his channel and check out what he's doing here every week, and get to see Haig Yorkie Chilled. I love it. I love your new channel, Chris. If you're watching this, I think it's absolutely brilliant. It's just, it's you. It's the you that we know and love, and I love it. I think it's just brilliant. Now, if you see these little markers here, they go all the way around into different places. There's one there, out here, out here, out here. Oh my gosh, they go on for ways. That is where the Great Wall of China is going to be built. Oh yeah. And this is our first Oriental styled kingdom that's being built up. Now there's a lot of weird things in the background here. Those are basically interesting ways to die. These are various machines and contraptions and things that, you know, Zen World, he works on just so he can hurt us all later or something. But his main build, there's this massive, massive cavern. It goes very, very deep, and this big sword coming out between it, and then this sort of temple built right there, kind of reclaiming part of that area. And there is a whole story there about a big evil that was banished and da 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 da, and why this is situated that way. And again, that was dug out, and when you see the scale of this, you know, in real life, it's massive. It's just crazy. So there's a big story there, and this is his main temple area. There's like garden areas and exercise areas. The cherry blossoms are blooming, of course. His portal station is down on this side of the hill. You can see there's roads, there's some gardening, there's a little village being built over here. And then, of course, that massive amount of wall that is just going to cover huge, huge areas. And I'm not sure why you can't see some of it. There is some parts of it built with towers and, you know, buildings inside of them. And it's just absolutely stunning. And I hope he goes with the name Sakura. I like getting this. Sakura Vale. Isn't that gorgeous? That's so pretty. So this place is just over the top beautiful in real life. In real life. You know, not on the virtual map, but in the virtual game, real life. Yeah, something like that. So this is the center part of Quillbriar, which I think of as the old world. This is definitely the old world of Quillbriar. And if you move along here a little bit, and I might as well take in, you know what, I'm not gonna, I think that would be better heading west. We'll go over there. So there will be another recording for this side. There'll be or east. There'll be another recording in the east, another in the west, and then up north. And that will be, you know, showing you the rest of that place. But I am going to show you one thing right here. This is Emma's place. Now, if you get in close, you see the first thing Emma built was this part here. And this is just animals. She had this cute little house and a little garden behind it, and then stables and stables and stables. Emma has more goats and horses and goats. And did I mention the goats? Emma is it's like Lady Emma of Goatland. I actually think that is what her country is called. Yeah, pretty good. Now, I believe over here she is building a giant amusement center of some sort with giant animals in it. So we have a little bird going on here. It looks like a bunny, and there's a giant sheep. And this is a giant goat. She's messing around with some things here, but this is a big inn she has put in. I don't remember what that is. This is her castle, and I'm not sure why it's not showing in here, but this is all orchard inside. It's really quite pretty. She's got this big covered road bridge type thing, and the road goes up into this. And then we get to see the real Emma. Now, the official version is this obsidian tower that is going up and went up in survival mode is the new goat farm. This is the new goat. This is Emma's goat farm, which you can see from outer space. Okay. Emma's creating Mordor. She's calling it a new goat farm. God knows what kind of goats are going to come out of this terrorizing place, but there it is, Emma's new goat farm. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see it at whatever. Yeah, so Emma has claimed this little archipelago of bits and bobs over here. This is a summer place she's working on, and this island over here is hers as well, and she's got a huge goat racing competition complex over here, which we'll have to get to at some point too. Yeah, for sure. So that is part of the old world, and I will show you this part of it as we are heading west, and then I will show you you know, like Whitehall and another little spot as we are heading east, and then we'll do the last one going up north. So until I get back with the next one, live your life happy, build it beautiful, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.